Yes, 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 yes. What is happening, my people? What is going on? How are you today? How are you tonight? What's good in your hood? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? I'm live. Look at that. I'm live for the first time in a long time. Has it been 2 years? How long has it been? Have you missed me like I've missed you? What is going on, my people? What is going on, my people? Oh, I'll tell you what's been going on. A lot's been going on. A lot's been going on. A lot has not been going on as well. Right? A couple of people have been asking, are you gonna start doing your lives again? And I think the amount of people that's asked makes me recognize that I should probably do a live. In fact, let me share this with some people. Let some people know that I'm live, and we can have a little chat, a little hello, a quick one, You know what I mean? A quick one. My equipment isn't what it once was when we had a good time going live a few months ago. But we're trying a few things. We're gonna try and keep it moving. Try and keep things going. Try and keep it up. But yeah, I'm assuming that you can still hear me. You can still hear me and see me. I'm doing this thing now where it's like I've not told anyone that I'm going live, and it's been like 2 minutes, and I'm wondering where's everyone. But yeah, why am I live? So look, listen. A lot's been going on. People have asked me, when are you going to do a live again? So here I am doing another live. It's a quick hello. But the main motivation for actually doing this is really because people have been asking, but also I did something really unique and really powerful. Just punch myself with the mic. Oh man, a little bit too excited there. But yeah, I did something really good just around when Lent started, and I called it the reset. And it was something that I wanted to do for a while, but there's a couple of things that happened, and it's had such a profound impact on my life. I thought I should share it with you. But then also, this evening, I ran my How to Start a Business workshop. And towards the end of the workshop, we had some people on, and while they were waiting while I was waiting for them to do Q&A, to ask me some questions, I thought, let me play some nice music. So I played some music, and it reminded me of the good times I used to have when I used to go live. So I thought, why don't I go live right now? Spur of the moment. This is how this actually started, by me feeling like I should go live, so I went live. So here I am doing it again, right? And actually, the amount of joy and fulfillment and release, it was like therapy, that I used to have from going live is, well, I'm starting to feel that again right now, even though we haven't had a conversation yet. So the reset. There's so many things that we need to say no to for us to have a good life. So I did this thing called a reset. Originally, it was just supposed to be 7 days, right? I thought if I can do 7 days of waking up at 5 a.m., going to the gym, doing my prayers, doing my journal, reading some scripture, reading some sort of material, then I will be able to reset. And the thing is, I've wanted to challenge myself to go to the gym for 7 days straight for a really long time. And I just never do it. Never done it. I just never brought myself to do it. The most I've done is 5 days straight. I did 5 days straight for about 2 or 3 weeks, I think, maybe 24. And I've never done 7 days straight. And it was like this silly limiting belief that I think that I can't do more than 5 days. So I said, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do my morning routine and I'm going to reset. This is going to be my reset. 3 days in, I was trying to convince myself that I shouldn't do it. I don't know if you've been through this. Like you know you should do something. There's something that you want to do. You know it's going to benefit you. You're not certain exactly how it's going to benefit you, but you know it's going to benefit you in a massive way. And you've started taking the steps. You're doing it, and then somehow you convince yourself that it might be okay if I don't do it. So 3 days in, I'm thinking, oh, I've done 3 days in a row. This is really good. It's really, really cool. Like, it's all right. I can take a break, especially that it was leg day. The next day, I was like, I don't want to do legs. But I did it. I persevered. And the thing is, how many things are we supposed to do? How many things that our intuition is guiding us towards, telling us to do it, that we don't do it? And we know it's going to have a massive impact on us. So this is my reset. And it had a great impact, actually. My energy levels went up, right? I was less grumpy. Can ask my wife. I was less grumpy. I felt stronger. I felt like I could achieve more and overcome more. Now, the beautiful thing is that I did 7 days. And don't get me wrong, it was a little bit challenging because like day 3, day 4, I started to feel tired. But it also meant that I needed to go to bed earlier. So I did 7 days. But on the 6th day, I started thinking, what if I kept going a little bit longer? But then I also had these other thoughts of, I could share this with some of my friends. I can share it with some other people. But immediately I felt like I shouldn't do that. I should just keep it to myself and just do the reset. And the reset was really simple. Go to bed a little bit earlier, get some more rest. Oh, I gave up coffee as well. Go to bed a little bit earlier, get some rest, wake up early, get to the gym, get out of bed, wake up in the morning, spend some time with myself, spend some time with God, do the scriptures, do the journal, do some reading, do some stretches, and do that for 7 days straight. I think I ended up doing 9 days before I took a break. I'll have to look. But it might have been 14. No, it might have been 10. It might have been 10 or 12 days that I went to the gym straight. I did all of this straight. I felt stronger. And the thing is, I had to stop drinking coffee, right? Because I started to feel like I was addicted. Like some of you would say you are addicted, Alex. But I started to feel like I couldn't cope without it. Like I needed to have a coffee in the morning. And I used to not have a coffee until like 11 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock sometimes. But at least an hour, 2 hours after I was awake, like minimum. So that would, if I'm awake at 5 and I'm not having a coffee till 9, 10, then that's absolutely fine. But I found that my desire to have coffee was coming closer and closer to the time when I woke up. And I thought, this is starting to feel like I'm relying on it a little bit. And then I started having more than one a day. Now, if I have more than one coffee a day at home, like It's less grams, so it's not as strong, so it's not too bad. But if I'm out and I'm at a coffee shop and I'm having 2 coffees a day, like it's like 12, 18 grams or something. So it's like really, really strong. So these heart palpitations that I would be having, they weren't exciting, they weren't nice. So I thought, I'm gonna give up coffee, right, for Lent. I've done that before, but also I'm gonna have this reset. So 21 days was the reset. And to be honest, I knew that I should do 21 days. I knew I should do 21 days, but I didn't want to commit to 20. I didn't want to say I would commit to 21 days just in case I didn't do it. But in the back of my mind, my subconscious was saying it's going to be 21 days. And I was committed to see how long I can go. So the reset started off 7 days, went to 14 days, 21 days. So 21 days later, man, it was so impactful. And it was just like, I thought that I couldn't do more than seven days. I thought I couldn't do more than 7 days, but I did 21. And that was phenomenal. What are some of the things that you need to stop doing? Some of the things that you need to stop telling yourself that you cannot do? What are some of the things, or some of the stories, the narrative that you're telling yourself, that you're saying to yourself that this is who I am? And is it even true? Is it true that you're this person that cannot do something? Right? There's so many times that we tell ourselves, oh, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do what that person's doing. Or this person's built different. You're built different. I'm built different. We're all built different. We're all individuals, right? Do you know, if you were to wear someone's shoes the same size that you are, and they've been wearing them for 3 months, right? And you were to put your foot in that same shoe, it won't be comfortable, because their grooves, their toes or whatever, their heels, the way their foot is formed and shaped is completely different to yours. They're built different, and so are you. Like, there isn't a one shoe that fits all in anything, right? So what are some of the stuff that you need to do to overcome, to get you towards your goals and your dreams, your vision, this idea, this thing that God has given you, this desire that He's given you, this thing that you're supposed to be pursuing, whatever it is? What are some of the things that you're telling yourself that's stopping you from doing that? Right? It's really, really important question, really powerful question. What do you need to stop doing? The thing for me was the reset. Man, I had been having coffee almost every single day for almost a year, maybe a little bit longer. And I almost thought I couldn't do Lent. But halfway through, I was like, I'm good. To be honest, I was drinking like tea, like green tea and Earl Grey, which I've found a new love for, Earl Grey. But that has caffeine in it as well. There's been a couple of times during this period when I'm just like, all right, no caffeine today, right? No caffeine today. So that's no tea. I'll have like a herbal tea. I don't know if there's any caffeine in like lemon and ginger. I don't think there is. But there was no caffeine today. And I was able to do this. I was able to do that and get through and successfully do it, right? So the other thing is I know we all have internal conversations with ourselves. Everyone has internal conversations with themselves. And it's really, really important for us to address the things that we say to ourselves. Because I know some of the stuff that I've said to myself, I wouldn't say that to any of you. I wouldn't say that to my friends or my family, right? I wouldn't question whether I'm capable or not. I wouldn't question whether they're capable or not. I'll find all the evidence to help them believe in themselves. In fact, I was on my call just now, the How to Start a Business webinar that I do every month, twice a month, third and fourth Tuesday of every month. Someone said to me, you seem like a really cool guy, and I'm paraphrasing, and like a motivator, which is something that I need. I'm like, yes, call me Mr. Motivator. A client of mine told me last week that I ignited a fire in their belly to help them pursue their goals, a goal which they've laid to the side for many years. And that got me thinking, how much have I been motivating myself and inspiring myself? I spend all of my time with myself. Right? The majority of the time I spend with myself. And if I can say words to people that I don't know, people that I do know, people that I've known for a short period of time, to motivate them, to help them to see, why am I not saying that stuff to myself? And I know it's the same thing for you. We all have internal conversations. Maybe for some of you, you believe in yourself to a degree that was like amazing, right? And you have like all these conversations with yourself that are super amazing. Fantastic. Keep doing that. Maybe you should share with other people. But I also do know that we do have some element of self-limiting beliefs. It might not be that we're tearing ourselves down. It might not be that we're thinking bad thoughts about ourselves. It could just be that we think there's something that we can't do. There's something that we're incapable of. Like there's a pattern that we want to break. We have a small desire to break that pattern, but we haven't done it yet, right? So I would encourage you to do a reset. Whatever that reset looks like for you, do a reset. What are the things that you need to stop doing? What do you need to say no to so that you can say yes to the right things? What are the things that you need to say no to? What do you need to stop doing, right? And that can be, I need to stop sleeping too long in bed or staying too long in bed and scrolling social media. I need to stop talking to myself in a certain way. And give yourself a challenge. You don't need to tell anyone. Give yourself a challenge that today, tomorrow, the day after, 7 days, 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, 100 days, whatever it needs to be. Give yourself that challenge to reset, to reshape and reform your mind. Right? It's really, really key to do that. You know, I'm all about personal development. You all know it's all about being the best version of ourselves daily. That's what it's about. Yeah? So how do you do it? Set yourself a challenge, commit to it, and just go for it and see how you get on. And if you don't do too well by the second day, third day, keep going. Keep going. It's a reset, right? Sometimes if you have a computer that you need to restart or your phone you need to restart, you might need to restart it a couple of times. You might need to restart it 3 times before it starts working again, right? That's what it's about. Some things we have to stop doing so that we can start doing the right things. So what's next? What do you do after the reset? Maybe I'll do a video on about that a little bit later. I've got a little bit of a technique that I call the setup. Right? Really simple. The reset, the setup. Right? So what are the things that you need to have in place? What are the things that you need to have in place for you to be successful? So for me, making sure that I'm going to the gym, I need to go to bed a little bit earlier. For me to make it to the gym, I need to have my gym clothes ready. I didn't want to have any excuses. I wanted to make sure that when I wake up in the morning, gym clothes are there, trainers, socks, right? My gym leggings, my shorts, my gym top, my hoodie, my towel, my water bottle, all ready to go, right? No excuses. Because what happened was, I had these headphones, these earplugs, and if my battery wasn't charged, I would feel like I don't want to go to the gym, because that was all part of the routine. Get it, put it in, put some music on, put some motivational Eric Thomas shouting down my ears. You gotta live the dream, you gotta want the dream, right? I used to have all this stuff, and it felt like I needed to do this for me to be able to have a good workout, which is absolutely false. So headphones stopped working. I stopped going to the gym. It's crazy. I didn't even realize that I had missed so many days. So this reset was just like, I just need to have my clothes, my trainers. I need to get to the gym. And that's exactly what happened. So what's the setup? What are the things that you need to have to be successful? It doesn't have to be like a long list. It could be something simple. It could be 2 things or 3 things or 4 things. I don't know. Right? So one, how are you going to reset? And two, what are the things you need to have in place to help you to get there? And then the third thing is, what are we going to say no to? What are we going to say no to in this season? What are we going to say no to? It might be going out with friends. It might be chatting. It might be social media. It might be, I don't know. It can be anything. What are you going to say no to so that you can say yes to yourself, yes to your dreams, and yes to the desire, that God-given desire that you have, right? Yes, yes, yes. What are we going to say yes to? Look, it was a quick one. Like I said, the tunes are still going. My tea is cold from like the earlier conversation, but I'm glad I did this. 20 minutes, really quick live, right? But guys, 2026, we are coming into the new year, as in the spring, right? When life comes up, it's a great time to start taking action on your goals and your dreams and moving towards the life that you want to have. Yeah, good stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.